evil amorphous sack of cottage cheese, Donald Trump's tariff terror has come to town, making the global economy scream in pain as citizens are resigned to watch as their unwelcomed fates come looming ever closer, like that subway train after that Taylor Swift show got out in New York.
Hell no! We about to get off. Wait. Don't come on yet. Don't come on yet.
No.
They're like, honey, we're coming on.
It's full.
Oh, shit. Best of luck, y'all.
Look at this girl. She's stepping up. She's like, I got a seat.
One second. Careful. Don't be
Mark my words, Taylor Swift will be the downfall of this country's infrastructure. I'm starting to think Swifties are terror sellers, something like
America will be mine.
But as with all of Trump's plans, there's a vision here that your little pea brain isn't seeing. Trump is envisioning a country of buff, sweaty men, performing labor so hard they can't help but bite their lip in delight, doing things with their hands that you couldn't even begin to imagine. These tariffs are set to bring real, traditional masculinity back to America, proving the T in tariff stands
For testosterone.
The Five is a program on Fox News that is essentially The View, but for angry white dads. It's named after the 5 human tapeworms who play host to this parasitic programming. There's voting machine nemesis Jeanine Pirro, comedy nemesis little Greggy Gutfeld, former Bush buddy Dana Perino, and whoever the fuck this guy is supposed to be, and the guy who slashed his wife's tires to get her to marry him, super creep and masculinity-obsessed Jesse Walters. And yeah, he really did that. I may be a little fuzzy on some of the details, though, so let's get a masculine brain in here. Jesse, how did that go down?
When I was trying to get Emma to date me, first thing I did, let the air out of her tires. She couldn't go anywhere. She needed a lift. I said, hey, you need a lift? She hopped right in the car.
Does she know this story?
No, she doesn't know the story.
Did she watch the
Now
show?
she does.
Jesse Jr. does.
You're
basically the Zodiac killer.
It has a happy ending.
Really? Yes, we're married.
boy.
Did you really do that?
Is that the first time you did it, or did you use that before?
It works like a charm.
Oh, okay.
That's right, thanks for reminding us. Real weird there, Slugger. Now, it's well known that the average Fox host's take on gay people is essentially, oh my god, if gay people exist, I'll have to suck like a Hoover vacuum. I don't want to be gay. What are we gonna do? So it is not surprising, but completely predictable that Jesse would have an almost borderline erotic fixation on masculinity. It's not hard to imagine him sitting over his plate of mashed potatoes at dinner and sculpting them into a set of bulging pectorals and that V muscle thing that ripped dudes have that go down to the bone zone. Man sees and analyzes the masculinity of any man, beast, or inanimate object he comes across. So, look at this motley crew. It's like the lunch table of kids from the Young Republicans Club who no one wanted to hang out with, especially since the kids in the Gay Straight Alliance Club have a better bake sale, and a little thing called aesthetics. So now that we've familiarized ourselves with this nightmare blunt rotation of ghoulish grifters, what kind of newsworthy swill are they trying to fill our slop troughs with today?
Could Trump's tariffs be the ultimate testosterone boost? The self-proclaimed MAGA lefty says yes.
We shipped jobs that gave men who work with their hands for a living and rely on brawn and physicality off to other countries to build up their middle class. And then we imported millions and millions of illegals.
Oh, fuck you guys. It's always so much stupider than I'm ready for. Okay, real quick, before we move on, one of the biggest right-wing talking points right now is, I thought the left was supposed to be the party of empathy. So I just want to make it clear to these guys, like Elon and these little Fox guys, no, you little twerplors. Empathy is for regular people who don't spend their days licking the boots and doing the bidding of billionaire losers who use their money, power, and platforms to spread hateful drivel that shits on people who are human beings seeking the same kind of freedoms that every human is entitled to. Here, let me make it easier for you to understand. Empathy is a meritocracy. There, see? You just don't have the merits to qualify for empathy. So, all that being said, there's something about this Gutfeld guy's face, right? Like, very unlikable. His whole vibe is rotten. He's sitting in his chair like a funny guy. That may actually be the best, most nuanced joke he's ever told, and he's not even doing it on purpose. But look, he wouldn't be the first unfunny loser to lean into right-wing rhetoric for claps rather than laughs. He's actually in good company with some of today's top comedians. But we're not here to shit on Rogan's heroes. Let's let this segment play out and see where these critical thinkers lead us.
This idea of bringing back the Norman Rockwell vision of the American workforce, I just don't think is what we want. You look at the countries where I don't know who the young lady that was speaking there, but I think I understand her sentiment. We want jobs that come back where we build things and we make things and repair things. We want to build robots and repair robots. We want to ensure that we're building the next generation of medicines and conceptualizing and building out and thinking through. We're the most innovative, richest country the world has ever known, with the greatest and strongest military ever. We've done pretty well. We need to keep doing well, but let's not pretend that we're not a country of strength.
Is back.
No, shit, sorry. Who's this guy again? Lester Tiddlywinks or something? Get out of here. He was probably saying to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video so far. It helps me in the algorithm and keeps your testosterone levels nice and high. Now, what were they saying?
Judge, so Robot Harold says that the past is dead. Forget about the good ways things used to be. We can't go back to fairness and a simple life.
Well, isn't that what Obama said, that we didn't have that magic wand for all the manufacturing that's coming back? But look, just talk to Mike Rowe. You know, you don't need a college degree. You can start working with your hands. We need to support the farmers and the ranchers. And, you know, some of that is very accurate.
Ugh. Don't listen to Mike Rowe. Look, back in the day, dirty jobs was my shit, okay? I would post up on my couch with my little PSP jamming on Dissidia while dirty jobs played in the background. It was paradise. I loved it. I thought Mike Rowe was great. But the reality is, he's just another one of those Republican darlings who doesn't care about you. His Safety Third program is loved by capital owners because it puts emphasis on getting the job done and not complaining about silly little matters like safety, fair hours, or fair pay. But perhaps most importantly, he is a bootlicking lapdog for billionaire cretins. Don't believe me? Go ahead and check out his little puff piece interview with famous blue-collar American Charles Koch. Yeah, these guys definitely want what's best for you. Real American zeros. Let's keep going.
What
Jesse,
you saying?
you said in the green room, the crisis in masculinity began with the first male flight attendant. Can you elaborate?
It's a stewardess, Greg,
Okay.
and they will always be stewardesses. Even if it's a male flight attendant, I say stewardess. They don't respond usually.
Oh, how witty and delightful you are, Jesse. I know it's satire because you're calling someone's job inherently feminine while your soft little job is sitting and reading a teleprompter with a face full of television makeup, flipping through the papers on your desk with perfectly manicured hands, clean little cuticles, safely insulated in a television studio in the heart of a city of elites, Manhattan. But regardless of all of that, if a person chooses to display some femininity, there's nothing wrong with that at all. And it would be ridiculous for something like femininity to make you uncomfortable, right, Jesse? Right? At the very least, we could probably agree that it isn't very stereotypically manly to be afraid of something making you seem feminine, right? We're all secure enough in our masculinity that we're not gonna say ridiculous things to make us feel more manly. Right, Jesse?
When you sit behind a screen all day, it makes you a woman. Studies have shown this. Studies have shown this. And if you're out working, like building robots like Harold, you are around other guys. You're not around HR ladies and lawyers.
What do you
that gives
do?
you estrogen.
What do you
Let
do?
me finish, Judge.
You sit
finished.
behind a screen.
Yeah.
Holy shit, has this guy always been this insufferable?
Am I supposed to bow to say hello?
你好，你好。
I like these watches. Are they hot? Is it the year of the dragon? Rabbit? Is China America's friend or enemy?
China, America? Of course, are friends.
Can you guys take care of North Korea for us?
Wow, that is too much.
Do they call Chinese food in China just food? Do you know karate?
呢個係我嘅世界。
Ligo Hanoi Saitai.
You gotta say it right. Either don't say it. 呢個
Nigo.
not Japanese, Chinese. You gotta do it properly.
Okay, teach me.
Otherwise, forget it.
Nigor Hai
我
Go
嘅世界。
Kesai Gai.
That's it.
You just can't make these losers look worse than they can make themselves look. I'm sorry, they are professionals. I want to make jokes, but I could never dunk on them as hard as they can dunk on themselves. A simple fuck this piece of shit will have to suffice, I'm afraid. So the bottom line is, tariffs are manly, I guess. Did they even talk about tariffs? What the hell did we just watch? Oh, look at that. 90-day pause on the Trump tariffs. Shit, you can't even make a video in this administration. All right, no tariffs. No one is manly, money is fake, stocks are fucked, insider trading has reached a logical global conclusion, and capitalism is working exactly as intended. Remember, you're smarter than all this noise being made to keep us distracted as our wallets are picked clean by liars and thieves who could care less if we ended up face down in a ditch. Support your fellow human and your local community. Mock billionaires every chance you get. Empathy is for your neighbor, not for masters of capital, landlords, or politicians. Thank you guys for silly goosing with me today. If this is your first time here, I'm Hellion.Vision. Make sure to like and subscribe. Check out this video here if you want to see me drag Hassan for mansplaining Dune to Elon Musk's surprisingly iconic daughter, or this video down here if you want to forget about all the nonsense of the world and bask in the high-fidelity audio glory of the hit clip, and subscribe if you're an advanced life form. Simple as that. Thanks again, guys. I'm Hellion.Vision, and it's thwompin' time.